Good afternoon. Thank you for joining this edition of TV47's News Now at 1. Glad to have you. But first, let's take a look at what is making highlights at this time of the hour. The highlights. Mukuru Kwa Njenga residents up in arms accusing police officers at the Kware police station of laxity in retrieving more bodies from the dump site where 6 bodies were discovered Friday. ODM leader Raila Odinga calls for speedy probe into the discovery of bodies in Mukuru as IPOA begins inquiries to ascertain if there was police involvement. University of Nairobi students protest increment of fees and poor institution management.
The University of Nairobi Towers. We cannot allow it to continue.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Sheila Chelangat and the 30 minutes of this broadcast begins now. Residents of Mukuru Kwa Njenga are up in arms accusing police officers at the Kware police station of laxity in retrieving more bodies from the dump site where 6 bodies were discovered Friday. The residents who briefly interrupted the body retrieval exercise this morning want the president to intervene and remove the police officers who can't explain how the bodies found their ways to the quarry, which doubles up as a dump site. They also expressed anger on the number of bodies reported, claiming that the bodies retrieved Friday were more than 6.
Tumefungwa kamba za kireni hizo zote ni mili hizi. So hii kava situelewi ni nini inaendelea. Zote zimefungwa kamba za kireni zote ni mili. Aso hapa 1, 2, 3 zile ziko na kamba za green.
Some sad scenes there for sure. And moving on, local ODM officials in Nyandarua County have endorsed the party's National Dialogue Declaration as stated by Raila Odinga. Led by Nyandarua County Party Chairman Dickson Manyara, they have urged youth to participate in the dialogue on Monday next week to demonstrate their faith in the administration's commitment to addressing the concerns of the younger generation. Manyara blasted individuals who were labeling Raila as a traitor, saying that dialogue is the only way to keep Kenya going and that Raila has good intentions for Kenyans. During the press conference, it was revealed that a few ODM members are opposed to the negotiations, calling them a plot to purge the government by using Raila. The party grassroots member named Stanley Wahome advised Raila to step aside and allow Ruto handle his problems on his own so that he would have no justifications for outside intervention should he fail to deliver for the people.
Na viongozi ndio kwamba hiyo mambo ifanyike. Kwa mfano, kuna mambo ambayo inahitaji mageuzi ya kikatiba, mageuzi ya kisheria. Haya mambo hayatageuzwa kwa mtandao. Haya mambo hayatageuzwa kwa barabara. Itageuzwa na wabunge. Na mnajua wabunge wetu wakienda kufanya mambo, hawafanyi mambo ya kusaidia Wakenya. Wanafanya mambo wakiangalia milengo. Na ndio kusudi mimi kama kiongozi wa ODM Nyandarua naunga mkono mwito wa Raila Odinga, Wakenya wakae chini, wajadiliane hayo mambo kwa muda wa wiki moja vile alisema, alafu hiyo wiki nyingine tunataka kuona hayo mambo ambao Wakenya watakubaliana ikiwa ndani ya bunge na ipitishwe na bunge haraka iwezekanavyo.
Mimi kama ningeulizwa ningeambia Raila asiende hapo. Ruto amesema atachukua serikali, atatushughulikia. Anasaidiwa nini? Kama atataka kusaidiwa aondoke, kukaliwe na mtu mwingine. Tuone kama hii mambo yote itafanywa nini. Hapo mimi singeuga Raila mkono juu akiingia hapa atapaka uchafu. Hapo hakuna. Mimi ningemwambia aondoke. Ruto apeleke serikali yake, akishindwa aondoke, kukalia mtu mwingine.
And the government, through the Ministry of Health, has launched the Social Health Authority Registration Drive in Elgeyo Marakwet. Speaking during the launch at Moi Kapsowar Girls Grounds in Elgeyo Marakwet County, the Director General at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Patrick Amoth, says the program will relieve Kenyans of the financial burden incurred on treatment. Dr. Amoth says despite the opposition on the new Social Health Insurance Fund, the new insurance scheme will cater for Linda Mama, whose benefits package will be scaled up from 5,000 Kenyan shillings to 11,200 Kenyan shillings. In addition, the fund will also cover chronic illnesses like cancer.
Malipo ya wale watu wa mapato ya chini itakuwa ni shilingi 300 kwa mwezi, kutoka kwa ile ilikuwa mbeleni ya 500. Na kuna wenzetu ambao hawataweza kujilipia. Hawa sasa serikali itachukua hilo jukumu la kuwahakikishia kwamba wamejiandikisha na pia wamelipiwa bima yao. Ya muhimu sana ni kuangalia huduma ambaye NHIF ilikuwa inatoa na huduma ambaye sasa tumeipangia kutolewa kwa bima ya SHA. Ukiangalia kama sasa mbeleni ulikuwa unaenda health center dispensary, kulikuwa na malipo kidogo. Hiyo sasa itakuwa ni gharama ya serikali kuu kuhakikisha ya kwamba hiyo pesa imewekwa, na wewe kitu yenye itahitajika kwako ni kujitokeza tu kujisajilisha na bima ya SHA.
And moving on, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority says it is undertaking preliminary inquiries to establish whether there was a police involvement or failure to prevent the deaths whose bodies were discovered in a quarry which doubles up as a dump site in Pipeline area in Nairobi County. In a statement late Friday, IPOA says they have taken the steps considering that the location of the dump site is less than 100 meters from a police station. IPOA says they dispatched a rapid rapid response team to obtain all information that may be relevant in unraveling the circumstances behind the deaths. The police watchdog says it shall not hesitate to make recommendations which include but not limited to prosecution where culpability is found. And still on the same, Azimio leader Raila Odinga has expressed sadness over the chilling discovery of several mutilated bodies at Kware area in Pipeline, Nairobi County. In a message posted on his X account, Odinga termed the circumstance as a dark moment for Kenya. We shall have that for you as the bulletin goes on. We switch on to students from the Nairobi University have protested against fee increment in the institution, a move they say is unfair to them. Speaking during the protest at the university, a section of students stated that the University Council has hiked the hostel fees to 42,000 Kenyan shillings despite the poor conditions of the hostels. They further lamented that the school leadership should be scrutinized for poor management of funds. They are calling now upon President William Ruto to intervene and ensure that all corrupt leaders in the University Council are sent home.
This administration hiked the fees that the students pay for accommodation without really improving the situation in the hostels. That is why we are here. If we are paying 42,000, let the situation in the hostels be 42,000. That is why we are here. Comrades, power!
We want the administration and the government to address this issue for us. By the time we open schools, it's either we get new buildings or we won't come to these hostels. Comrades, power!
We'll fall down with this gate. One solution is this: from up, VC, Vice Chancellor, Kiama, to down, the groundsmen, people have to go.
The mismanagement that has been in this University of Nairobi Towers, we cannot allow it to continue. Right now, there is someone who is masquerading as the Vice Chancellor of the university, and they should be in leave. We thank the President for disbanding the cabinet because the CS was meddling with the working of the council of the university.
Students do not get the services that commensurate the money that they are paying. Yeah.
And moving on, Kenya University Students Organization KASU President Anthony Manyara has hailed President William Ruto for dismissing his entire cabinet. Manyara, however, asked the president to reconstitute a cabinet that gives hope and confidence to the youth and Kenyans at large. The student body has also made a special appeal to the president to appoint a competent education cabinet secretary capable of handling the expansive docket and scrap the new education funding model for universities. KASU has further proposed that the new cabinet should include at least 2 Gen Zs.
To say that we welcome, as KASU, we welcome the decision by the president of dismissing his entire cabinet. And we would like to say that as KASU, we expect him to reconstitute a cabinet that gives hope, that inspires confidence, that can be able to be trusted by the people. When we are saying this, we are saying the faces that should be brought forward are new people. Our proposal is to the president: the cabinet must be constituted by equal number of youths and women and men. That means if we have 6 cabinet secretaries who are men, then we expect 6 as the youth who are under 35. And under 35, we expect that Gen Z also should be represented in that cabinet, maybe with at least 2 CSs. Another issue that we have seen it wise to say is that in the education sector has been crippled for a long time, and our expectation is that the government must never bring on board a CS like CS Machogu anymore. We want someone who can be able to handle education sector with some knowledge.
All right, and to the education sector, Osho Chemical Industries Limited, in conjunction with the National Industrial Training Authority, NITA, has organized graduate apprentices and indentured learners graduation. Speaking during the graduation ceremony held at Osho Chemical Industries Limited offices, Manoj Shah, the founder of Osho Chemical Industries Limited, encouraged the indentured learners and graduate apprentices to be bold and innovative, using the newfound expertise to drive change and seek opportunities to mentor and support others. Manoj noted that the knowledge and skills gained over the past year formed an essential foundation upon which the indentured learners and graduate apprentices can build their dreams. Principal Secretary, Ministry of Labour and Social Protection, Honorable Shadrach Mwadime, recognized the great partnership between NITA and Osho Chemical Industries, saying that it has transformative potential for training and the society at large through the development of a skilled
programs ensures that graduates are well prepared to meet demands of the job market. This alignment between training and employment not only benefits the individuals, but also contribute to the overall economic growth.
Since we first launched the Indentured Learners Program in February 2022, 66 of you underwent rigorous training, testing, and have mastered machine operations, basic maintenance, service part replacement, and essential safety protocols.
It's a great pride and joy that I stand before you to acknowledge the hard work, dedication, and perseverance each of you have shown over the past year in completing the Indentured Leadership Program and Graduate Apprenticeship Program.
The past year has been a challenging but a rewarding journey for us. We have gained valuable skills and knowledge that will propel us in our future endeavors.
Despite our lack of formal training, we persevered, learning from each experience and pushing ourselves beyond our limits. Our breakthrough came when Osho and NITA partnered to provide us with the comprehensive training in machine operations.